some, you know, opportune ganks, obviously, that you could be a part of, you can really start to catapult.
Well, with
the please mercy.
Mono means hand, correct?
I believe so, yes.
So maybe it gave me a high five. Is that what you meant? I might be wrong.
A little bit of skirmishing here for the rune. That's rude, Michael. But
so in terms of who's going to get more active early up, typically Spectre, but they're both going to spend a lot of time farming. There are games where anti-mages do a lot in the early matches, or early parts of the game to get things done, though. And he's got Orb of Venom to start the laning stage off, as most anti-mages do right now. So that plus an Elder Titan means that they're just going to zone one of these guys. And like Darkseid cannot get his mana drained here.
No, they're going tri-lane with Trix, though. There's down very value Nova, but wow, look at the damage coming up from SVG. Oh my goodness. I think this is a terrible idea, right, Purge? Like, you don't want to tri-lane against an Elder Titan, especially not when he has that camp over on the side, too. You're just giving him more bodies for that spirit.
Yeah, you're not necessarily wrong in that, but they're trying to basically protect the Darkseid at the start of the laning stage. So it's like they basically just have to react to what Quincy crew is going to do with their tri-lane. Because if they get super zoned the first couple levels, then it's hard for Darkseid to catch up, basically. Anti-Mage would basically be ahead, and then Anti-Mage has no trouble in the matchup, so they're trying to give him advantage by having 3 heroes here. And Infamous is setting 3 heroes here to help offset that a little bit, is the goal. So
got it. Sounds like they've already TP'd the Rubik up top, so decided that SVG kind of chogs away at this poor Crystal Maiden. Oof. Very, very close there.
Yeah. Very smart for him just to back off after getting the pressure in, though. MSS shows top. Yeah, look, the support ends up coming top, so all this pressure ends up being advantageous to them in that lane anyways. SVG kind of messing up that range creep last little bit, but it's fine. He zones the Earth Spirit. Nothing Earth Spirit can do. I mean, Elder Titan probably has massive... I mean, Earth Spirit, or Elder Titan made the world or whatever. He probably has massive control over the Earth Spirit, right? Is that some lore shit?
I mean, I'd assume so, yeah.
Come on, you know lore. Don't lie to me. You're just trying to
because you made me out to be a nerd, Serge. I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You brought up lore a lot. I think you outed yourself. Okay.
Yeah, but no one was calling me uncool until you started doing it.
Did I? I don't think I called you uncool.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Bit of a pull over here coming out from MSS. Pepita has absolutely no mana left on him. And no sort of mana regen either, although Michael does have a couple of things, so could opt to help him out. But just look at SVG just wailing away on them. Just can't do a single thing, it feels like, down here. In fact, a blink forward kick coming out from Michael. He's going to get sandwiched, though, between UR and SVG. Tries to break some legs here, but they'll find the kill. And that's a dead sorry, not Quinn, dead Faker over here. And that's not what we thought would be happening in this situation.
Well, basically, Shadow Fiend can zone and contest Ember Spirit, but it's also kind of dangerous because you can do things like slight dodge raises, and once you get on top of the Shadow Fiend, he can't really stop you and kill you in first because you're limited by how many raises you're able to land in a row. So ideally, you want to do like long range rages and then prep to do the melee range one. But if Quinn just starts at melee range or gets there quickly, then it's a lot harder to be successful there. So, but yeah, Quinn's definitely been laning really good.
I mean, you assume he knows the matchup quite well as well, but
yeah, I'm sure
that hurts losing the Spectre here in the top lane.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh okay. Just a denial.
That Earth Spirit getting slapped around, man, and now Darkseid.
These lanes are going horrifically for Infamous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think SVG's genuinely really impressed me. Like, he's obviously been a top-level pro player for a long time, but mechanics-wise, he never seemed the strongest, but his mechanics lately have seemed really solid.
Let's blink down by Picasso.
Fairy Fire wasn't worth popping there. But yeah, genuinely, SVG, I think his laning prowess, like, he's honestly improved a lot, in my opinion, in terms of individual skill.
It's been fun to watch a lot of these teams actually and see, you know, how much they've been growing. Especially, you know, like I've mentioned a lot about watching, you know, how good Michael's been, how good Ocean Huskies are starting to become too. SVG side steps, pretty easy. Trying to juke some of these raises, trying to juke some of these stones, and he's making them work for it. Look at this. Shadow Fiend decides he doesn't even want to chase him. Oh, is he gonna get a courier kill too? Oh my word. Yeah, that's fake. Oh, that's the completion of one of Faker's items. God, they chased him for like, what, 30 seconds?
That was good. Really good play. He dodged both of the Earth Spirit abilities. Destroyed, or at least delayed the Wraith Band here for Shadow Fiend, so. Less attack speed for SF. Pretty significant. It's 8 less attack speed. 3 less damage. A little bit less armor, and now he's getting pressured. Quinn's got 6, though. He might go for this kill.
TPs are coming out, though. Iffy. Oh, he's going to do the NA special where he uses all of his remnants to get the kill, and is probably going to die mid now. Sorry.
Well, Michael really needed that, that's for sure.
He
Ends up picking up level 4, getting experience and gold on that kill, but Shadow Fiend getting behind, not so good for Infamous, considering that's like the one guy on the Infamous lineup that can set tempo. So I'm not 100% sure about the Ember versus SF matchup, but my assumption is that SF can win it, but maybe it's not as one-sided as I thought it was.
All right, well, currently net worth all 3 of the cores on the side here. Quincy crew looking very good. SVG snapping up that regen rune. Be very happy that Shadow Fiend didn't get that.
He's done such a good job. He pressures and zones the 2 offlane heroes, gives anti-major free farm lane, and then he goes around. He's also really effective in other places. Sometimes it's really hard to do this. You'll like win your lane, but then when you go on the map, you don't really know what to do. You don't know how to approach and how to pressure. But SVG just feels like we've been watching him for 2 to 3 minutes now, just doing amazing things.
He's always doing something, which is what I really like about it too. It's not, you know, the support that's like, okay, well, maybe I'll go gank. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, maybe I'll go. Like, he's always finding something. I love this too. You place the wards down. You see that Faker's trying to jungle up because he's had a difficult time in lane. They get the courier again. Oh my god.
Oh my god, his boots were on there too.
Oh, this feels so bad right now for poor Faker. And immediately Lela's TPing over. They went for the stomp, didn't quite land it, but all of a sudden you've got so many heroes here in the jungle, so they'll get the kill on Faker. They almost got a kill on the courier too for Kaz.
I honestly thought he was going to abandon right there with that death. 4 heroes on top of him in his jungle. He got his Wraith Band interrupted and his boots. He's not going to have boots for 2 more minutes? Oh my god. What a kill.
I mean, at this rate, he might never have boots the way that they
yeah, look at his items. They look so pathetic.
It feels very bad. All right, well, Lelis will take a little bit of damage here. But nothing too major as SVG is making his way back in here. Get a couple punches over here on Excel. Ooh, that was a big one. Bigger. Is he just diving? SVG? SVG God? Hello? Oh. He's going over to Excel. Hey. All right, you have to punish this. There's no way you let him get away with that. Oh my god.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Never expect the heal. Now, he expected the heal. He just thought he was going to do just enough damage. He was just a fraction too short. Ooh, good block. Great ulti from Pepita instantly.
Yep, drags him right back again.
Good.
You can't get away fast enough. It's a solo kill.
That was so sick. How quick he dropped the ulti there. He's played this matchup, and he was so ready for that blink forward. And you knew as soon as he jumped in, he had made a big mistake.
The lift on Pakaze, the Wrath of Nature.
It doesn't come back.
More.
It hit too many other things, apparently.
Finally, some good luck for the side of Infamous.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're having a rough time here. All right, well, middle tower looks like it's going to get taken down easily here by Quincy. Nice stomp over onto Michael. They'll hold him into place. He kicks him back. It doesn't matter because Quinn's going to go right back in again, but they do try to go for this haunt blade. But there's more people here than I think Pakaz realized, thinking that maybe they'd be able to punish them. Faker zipping right out here over on the Ember Spirit. He's got a lot of people in the vicinity, but where's the catch? Assess. Gets slowed down a little bit here. Turns back around, puts out the Fable, and Picasso says, I don't want to do this. I want to go and farm. I can't afford to be spending all this time. As Quinn goes right back in again with the steering chains. Nice Echo Stomp. Gets kill on Excel. They're going to be able to go in after Picasso. SPG, he spent a lot of time over here. He's going to get slowed down, silenced, and he will eventually be slain.
He did the right thing running into the right. There was unlikely that they were going to win the fight afterwards. But 4K gold advantage now for Quincy crew is massive here. Hoi, he's got his items.
All right.
Congratulations, Shadow Fiend. You are only 1,000 gold behind the Ember Spirit. Quinn has been owning this game, and we don't often see Ember Spirit with a net worth advantage these days, but Quinn having a very, very good game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
SVG
A
running
little bit of
into my-
pressure.
Uh-oh. Oh, Faker. He just wanted to farm, guys. It's another kill on the Shadow Fiend.
It's really hard to play Shadow Fiend in a game like this when Ember's ahead in net worth, because he's going to be able to get on top of you so easily. He's got slight to dodge abilities. He can use Remnants to dodge your ulti. Good luck to him. Ion Shell stolen now. You can put that on anti-mage to increase his farm speed. Just has to be careful to get the last hits, but it will accelerate him. And Lelis hitting creeps successfully too. Oh, Quinn's doing things.
There's nothing to hold Quinn into place, so Faker can chase all he likes, but
He
Quinn's
wants
just
to kill
gonna
this
zip
creep
away.
wave too.
Dire's
So greedy.
towers are fortified.
They
Alright, the
warded
Glyph
up.
is gonna... Yeah, he'll back out as a result. That's the
feeling
best thing we
powerful
could
with
do.
that double
Radiant's
damage.
bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
so strong at ganking. Killing the Spectre is
Dire's
huge.
middle tower is under attack.
Silence over onto the Rubik, but again, don't have much for lockdown.
Radiant's
And I'm
bottom
concerned
tower
about
is
this
under
because
attack.
Shadow Fiend has really struggled this game, and there's no one really creating tempo. Yes, Pepita got the kill on the anti-mage in the bottom
Radiant
lane, but
structures are fortified.
that's pretty much all they had.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, it's
tower
been a while
is under
since they got a
attack.
kill. Ooh, Elder Titan's skill build, kind of weird. 3 points in his passive so far. He's basically just ready to amplify his team's damage. He doesn't care about the stomp because his team already has a good enough amount of disable. He just needs to put a spirit on top of people and lower their magic resistance to 0. Or go into melee range and lower their armor to 0.
Oh, in the
Let's
mid
fight.
lane again, Faker gearing up is gonna get rooted into place. Quinn just going right in. They'll go use the first main ulti. Lelis on the backlines, perhaps just a little bit too far. He's gonna get slain here, and it looks like SVG also is gonna get taken down, but Excel gets murdered. No, SVG, he's still alive. Thinks about going back in again. They don't quite land the raise. The slight comes out from Quinn though, as they find the kill on Michael, and they're looking for some more if they can grab it. Quinn ducking around through the tree line, does manage to see Pepita, holds him into place. Have any follow-up though is the question. Get a little bit of a steal here coming out from Rubik. It's
Dire's
the
middle
surge,
tower is under attack.
but they'll retreat into their base. A 6k net worth lead at 12 minutes.
It's massive. You just saw what SF can do. He drops ulti, he gets slight dodged, and they had a really good team fight against Nature's Prophet, and the CM ulti was excellent. They can't really fight into that. They don't have a lot of low cooldown disables to deal with that, but they're all alive again, and they're still farming, and they also have an anti-mage. They're winning the game with an anti-mage. That's always going to feel bad.
No,
Pressure
Kaz can't
continuing.
even find anywhere safe to farm. Quinn doesn't care too, even though he's got Michael, there's Excel. Everyone's here, he just lights around. He knows he's very much in the lead. They don't have great lockdown. He's got that haste rune. Although it is wearing off though now, so does have to be careful. Jake will just go clean up the camp.
Dire's bottom tower is under
SVG
attack.
spending his time pressuring the mid lane since he's tanky and a little bit difficult to kill. They're not going to mess with him too much.
I mean,
See if he
they can
gets a
try.
D-ward. They can try, certainly. MSS has had a little bit of a quiet game in the last few minutes, though. He's been a part of 7 kills, so he's done good, but he's been pressuring out the bot
Dire's
lane
bottom tower is under
in the
attack.
meantime. And here's the
Okay.
smoke. They're going to try to take a fight. They've got vacuum wall. They're probably close to SF ulti. This could be terrible for Infamous, though. They're going to break smoke right now.
SVG, it's the 2 supports that break at the rollover onto SVG. He doesn't quite manage to land, but they're going for the haunt. He's gonna follow up with the stomp, but he can't do it because he's all silenced up. So he'll be able to go take down SVG. That's still nearby. I don't know. It's all 5 of these heroes. Quinn looks like he wants to come play. They finish up the Orchid 2 on the Nature's Prophet. The fear comes out though. Are they gonna be able to burst down? Yes, they take down Quinn. You are jumping in with the Mana Void. Doesn't do a whole heck of a lot, but the follow-up with the Vacuum Wall combo. Excel's gonna get taken down the back line. Silence is gonna get used over onto Shadow Fiend. Michael taking too much damage. He'll be next to fall. Lala's still sitting at a lot of health, but you are sitting very, very low. They've got to be careful. That dagger gets thrown out over onto UR, and they'll be able to clean up. We got the steal on the wall, but because he's still alive, they don't have the means to grab him right now. Go for the Earth Splitter, hoping maybe they'll turn it back around over here onto SF. The Earth Splitter doesn't do anything, though. Yules will come through. They'll go throw him into the tree line, and they'll be able to go take down Faker, only because looks like he's going to be able to TP out here.
The slight looked so good there for Ember, but The Frostbite sets up the root, which sets up the SF ulti, which guarantees his death. So a little bit misread the situation, but great ulti timing on SF. If he doesn't throw that out right away, the timing's off. Ember doesn't get killed, and he's going to get a couple more slights off in the fight. So decent fight for Infamous, but Quincy Crew is still at an equal lead. They've got Orchid up as well, Nature's Prophet, so ganking the rest of the heroes on the map is going to be more effective now whenever Ember shows up somewhere. Because so far it's been a lot of Ember looking on the enemy side of the map, finding heroes, doing some damage. He's almost got Deso finished, and there's going to be a Prophet TP on top of this.
And a Prophet has the Orchid too, so even scarier. Battle Fury completed now for the
Radiant's top
Anti-Mage.
tower is under attack.
BG spawning out Pepita. Ceda's just gonna run on by, finish up that mech. Be a little bit more sustained in these team fights.
Yeah, pretty nice against Elder Titan. Just having 3 armor aura is going to help you stay alive if he does get into those fights. SVG, no major item progression, but the Deso's finished on Ember at least, so their damage output is pretty strong. He also went interesting talent. He went for the Flame Guard, extra HP this game, not damage. I'm a little surprised because he got Deso. I would have thought that he wanted more damage, but he also hasn't bought a defensive item yet, so maybe he's trying to offset it a little bit here.
They have the ward over there. You are just take it down. Still smoked up though on the side of Quincy. Because hiding in the tree line, he's too afraid to show right now, realizing no one's on the map. Well, just using his ultimate to try to clear up some of these treants. Immediately going to attract attention though, as Lilith jumps in with the silence, and the rest of Infamous says, yeah, I'm out of here. Better you than me.
That was just one of those perfect moments in Pro Dota where you're like, was that really necessary? And then he instantly gets punished. Was doing the safe thing by ulting in the trees. They didn't know where he was, but still gets killed.
Silence gets used over onto Michael. He's going to try to run away. They go and they drop the wall. They'll be picked up right back in again. The Haunt comes out, though, from the Spectre. I was thinking that he might want to join in this fight, but the Echo Stomp landing on the back line, followed up with the Earth Splitter over onto Pepita. He's not being held in place, but it looks like Pakaz is. Buyback coming out. Ooh, that's a nice wall vacuum coming out from Pepita, but does it do enough is the question, as the rest of the side of Quincy just walks away. And it feels like Quinn wants to go back in on this, but...
They were pretty grouped. I mean, it wasn't a terrible fight for Quincy. Yowar's been farming this whole time here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're going to invade the jungle a little bit. Oh, SVG looking pretty dead.
Well, he's got some backup here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Maybe they can find the kill on Michael. Yeah, because in comes Quinn again. Lelis was still sitting nearby. This is not looking good now for Faker. He is going to get taken down. Excel, there's a steal coming back out. Is the Crystal Nova going to be able to slow down Excel, burst her down? And SVG is very much still alive after this, and they're still hunting. They still see because they don't have the Orchid up just yet. They have 1 second. There it is. And they're just gonna run him down, it looks like. You are waiting patiently. Flanks forward, gets a couple of these hits off. They need some way of being able to hold her into place, though, and they just don't have it right now. Again, another Blink trying to duke around, drops the Spirit, trying to keep tabs over here on Kaz. He jumps over into the tree line. Noir doesn't seem to care at all. He's just gonna tank some of these tower shots and hit the creeps.
It's a really hard kill to get once he's got. If he has enough mana for a dagger, then he can easily get away.
Pepita, they've got the silence. He runs back around. They've got the tree too. This is not looking good for our friend. He's gonna survive though. Does have the mech. Needs a little bit more time. Nope, Lelis. He's gonna be able to get the final hit off, and just like that, Quinn runs away, leaving Lelis behind.
No vision of Prophet there, so they can't do the follow-up. Nether Shawl, decent pickup over on the Infamous side to reduce some of the magic damage, but there's a really nice blend on the Quincy crew.
Lelis being a little too greedy, stuck around a little bit too long, but Quinn's in here with a double damage plus the Earth Splitter. Be able to get the kill onto Excel. Lelis eventually going to fall, but Faker, he just can't do much of anything here. They're ticking down to the Magnetize though. Stomp will come through. They get the kill over onto Faker, and it's not looking very good here for Michael. 10k net worth lead at 18 minutes.
And Anti-Mage is still off doing whatever he wants to. Creeping towards Manta, and that's basically going to lock down any hopes of killing him in team fights.
Oh, rinks right into Pakaz.
Perfect wand timing. Helps keep him alive there. If he doesn't wand when he does, he takes an extra, like, probably 200 magic damage from the ulti. So, nice usage. Quinn's Salvation almost here too. The Yules, same thing for him. If he can remove Frostbite and he's got ulti set up, then all they can do is silence him afterwards. So having Yules should protect him generally.
He's had a pretty good game so far anyways. But yeah, it'll sure it up a little bit more for him. Nice pick up the Vampire Fangs.
Radiant are scanning.
Alright, smoke play coming out from Infamous now. Not sure who they can really take down with just the 3 of them, though.
Prophet's probably the easiest, I would guess. But I mean, if you're this far behind, you settle for supports too.
Yeah, they'll find SVG. He's pretty tanky. Get the silence off. Little goes in for the stomp. Not going to be able to do it as there's going to be the Haunt jumping in. And they go. They drop the wall over onto Yuar. Silence gets used, though. Can Yuar get away fast enough is the question. He's ticking down. He's taking so much damage. To save him. Over on the back lines, though, they do manage. Oh, he zips away just a little bit too fast. That Requiem is a total waste here, unfortunately.
So hard to time that perfectly. It was a good attempt, and if they get that Requiem off, they got a kill. But they're doing a great job punishing Anti-Mage, I gotta say. It's really making the Darkseer AM matchup not look too terrible, just because of the fact that every time he blinks, they jump in and run at him and drop the ulti. And then they follow up disables, and they're hoping to completely drain his mana. If they're successful, Anti-Mage ends up dying. But they haven't been able to do quite enough damage yet. So every movement that they make just ends up not being what they need just yet.
The BKB pickup now on Lelis too. He's got more survivability in these fights. Not going to get locked down as hard.
Dire are scanning.
They're creeping up here. They know Faker's here. They use a scan though. He knows he's going to just TP away. Is it going to be fast enough in time? No, they get the flight off. Mule buys a bit more. In comes Lelis with the silence, with the Earth Splitter, and Faker just is not allowed to participate in this fight at all.
Rough one. Smart to make those catches when you can. Sometimes you get a little bit lucky. And with him dead for 35 seconds, there's no way the Infamous can fight. So they're just going to cross the map right now and try to push the tier 2 tower of their own. And if they rotate 1 or 2 extra heroes down here while Spectre does this, then maybe they can force Quincy Crew to spend more than like 1 hero defending it. But they'll get about halfway across the map. They're going to lose their tier 2. Manta's up on Anti-Mage now, so things are getting really bad.
Yeah, this Anti-Mage is sitting top net worth 11k. Spectre's sitting at 9.8. Very, very difficult. We're not even going to talk about Faker's net worth right now.
Oh, I just looked at it. Ugh.
Don't look at it. I said we're not going to talk about it. He's had such a
Big
rough
surge
game.
steal. Surge steal from Quincy is excellent too. Not as broken as it used to be since they nerfed it, but it will still be very good with Ember Spirit. Only gives you max movement speed now, guys. How awful is that?
Despicable. I don't want to see it. It's too bad, you know?
Yeah. I miss these like 800 movement speed spirit heroes running around.
Smoke again coming out from the side of Infamous. They're hoping they can find some sort of a decent pick off here. It's hard though. Like every time. Okay, they'll make a play over onto Quinn. It'll be the Yules though. Can follow up. The lift though coming out from Rubik. And like across the screen, just like that. That smoke's so not efficient at all. This time that Faker. Oh, well, looks like they'll be able to find a Crystal Maiden. Like coming through, although the roll in from Michael will slow down the Elder Titan. BKB comes out from Lelis though. They'll follow up. They use the Haunt. MSS forced to run away. Quinn looking for an opening over on the back lines. They just keep chasing after poor Faker. He's just not allowed to do much of it. Oh, it's a wall combo though. It's so nice. It turns it right around. They get the kill on Lels, and it's almost enough to get the kill onto Yuar. All of a sudden, Faker starts chasing after him. He wants this kill so badly. The blink, though, he doesn't have the lockdown. Is he gonna find him though with that raise? No.
And they got Ember as well.
That was an incredible fight for them.
Incredible fight by Infamous. Actually insane how well that worked. I can't believe MSS survived either. I thought he was dead at the start too when he got chased down, but that fight was so close to being Quincy Crew rolling over their opponents though. They were an inch away from killing Shadow Fiend, but that vacuum interrupted the kill. SF gets his ulti off, and then he just cleans up as a result. And that was a BKB timings too for the Prophet. The fact that they also got Ember Spirit on the backline, that was huge for Infamous. But I'm sure they really wanted that AM kill. They were very close to it.
Well, I'm sure they also really wanted yet another kill on Faker, but Pepita said no, you're not getting that. 11k net worth lead going to the side of Quincy. Still have some ground to cover though here. Spectre sitting 2,000 below the anti-mage. And the rest of the cores on the side of Quincy sitting real pretty. It's like they're trying to bait Quinn. Slow down just a little bit. The roll forward. He dodges it. Does get silenced up, though. Has the Yulder. Splitter gets landed over on the side. Needs to just try to slide around a little bit more. Yes, SVG comes in and smacks him with the baby rattle. And MSS gets himself a kill on the Crystal Maiden. And that's going to open up Roche.
It's pretty clear now why Quinn ended up dying. The Spectre actually does a huge amount of damage to him, especially with the mana drain. So it's a little bit scary for Quinn, but with his huge net worth, he's been able to still be aggressive, take some pressure, and his teammates back him up.
All right, this is pretty good for Faker. He picks up the BKB now. That'll make him a little bit more survivable, but they still have a lot of right-click damage. He's not going to be able to hold him in place and interrupt him as easily, though.
Good Vlad's pick up as well. Lots of right-click damage from Quincy crew. More damage, more lifesteal, all going to be great. Ooh, Lelis, I don't know if you wanted that, but...
Well, looks like they'll be able to get Michael, at least. One more hit.
SF did not expect that. Prophet did not expect that. Could have ulted him, but it was by the time he realized it was too late for that. So it's okay.
I think they were more concerned about just getting Michael.
Yeah, they definitely were. That's why they tunnel visioned on him. No blink yet for SF. He ended up going BKB first. Is he gonna ulti this? This looks really hard. If he has blink dagger, he could do it maybe, but nah, even then it's not gonna work because the Prophet would just pop BKB and no kill would happen. So he'll just push out the lane. I am so far ahead with Basher now. Abyssal will be next, and then he's just going to start solo killing like Darkseer, potentially. Darkseer's always got to worry about this Abyssal timing period. He's got lots of survivability items, but if he jumps on you with Manta and he burns your mana to 0 and ultis you, you almost always go down. But he's still pretty tanky, so maybe he'll be able to survive this. Another cool thing, he actually went Wall of Replica illusion damage instead of the Iron Shell health talent. You might see that as a mistake because the health would be really good on Spectre and the Earth Spirit, but he's going to have a really strong AM illusion when he ultis and fights. So that could be really valuable too.
Is that going to come back to bite him though if this game goes super late?
If anything, it scales better as time goes on because health won't be quite as relevant in the late game. And anti-mage is going to continue scaling. So if you can get a really strong AM illusion, yeah, it could be really good. This AM does buy a lot of agility items.
But Excel is so poor. This Crystal Maiden has no items.
Yeah, 2 gauntlets.
Yeah.
She's trying to build Soul Ring and she forgot the recipe and now she just had to stick with it. You know, she's already committed. Was it Soul Ring? No, Urn of Shadows. Sorry, used to be Old Urn. Used to be Double Gauntlet.
Quincy crew was already just popped away here. No interest. Well, they have their own smoke. Perhaps they'll run into one another. Abyssal Blade. Oh man, that's scary. The Abyssal Blade's completed now for the anti-mage. This fight's so much hard. Look at their positioning, Quinn. He wants it.
Got a
See
DD as well.
Pepita. Comes over. They're looking for the stomp. The roll in. They just zips out again. They'll throw down the Earth Splitter too. They want to try to take Pepita out first, but they're silenced up. There's the Abyssal Blade coming out from Yawar. Oh, but he's not able to finish him off in time. They'll turn it right back around again. They just don't have the damage to take down this little Pepita just yet, but looks like Quinn with the slight will be able to find it. Aegis will pop. They've already gone and haunted in because now trying to run away, but they have the lift up. Oh no. That's a dead Spectre. Faker manages to get out, and that's the only survivor.
The fight's very different if anti-mage doesn't have Aegis there. He jumped in, he got pressured well, but he was like the only guy that really got in a lot of trouble other than the Prophet who TP'd really aggressively, so. Yawar did a great job in that fight, limited Wall of Replica as well. Didn't get to see a wall out of them, and that's like their main team fight location, main team fight impact, so picking him off was huge. See if MSS can grab him. He's got Yules, he's got Lift.
Oh,
ooh, that was
a little
close.
bit faster. Into Quinn, though. Oh, no. All right. Good cross fight. Buy some more time. Quinn just zips out. He says, okay, force 2 TPs. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Looks scary, though. The moment the frostbite was over, he jumped. I'm out. Not interested.
He's so close to BKB too, and these fights are just so easy for him once he gets that.
Yeah, not having to worry about like vacuum or something like that is actually really huge. They do
BKB
see
completed.
Ember's Remnant. Are they gonna fight them on it though? They Radiant doesn't have vision here. They just have a little bit of vision to the right, so an opportunity for him to go in that moment. Yeah.
Ooh,
With that BK.
Elder Titan Ags.
Excuse me. Okay. So this is the Ags, I believe. They have changed it a couple times, but it should still be the one where you use the Spirit and you get BKB duration based on how many heroes it passes through. Yep. So this will be really effective against all the magic damage. Oh.
No, Faker, too aggressive. The Yules comes out, the BKB comes out from Quinn as well. They'll take down Faker very quickly. Michael tries to roll on out. He's not going to be able to. Quinn spots, look at Excel. He pops the ghost up. He's like, no, I don't want this. Lilith though chasing after him will be able to go throughout the trees, get a couple slides, a couple of these little tree babies, and MSS will snipe to kill using a Fade Bolt.
So many people dead with that small moment. It feels like Infamous makes these mistakes sometimes with their cores where they just go in to grab something, or just like one of these small mistakes that seem like, oh, you're just a little bit out of position, but against top teams you can't make any of those mistakes.
I mean,
takes
this is
so
the young
little to lose
squad.
games at this level.
This was originally the young squad. They just recently got promoted, and they put on a really good show. Oh no! All right, do they go in on this? I don't think you do. Right? I don't know. Quinn's looking like he wants to, but
I mean, I agree with you that like it's amazing that they're performing this well, but like you cannot make mistakes getting your
but there's
cores picked off
pressure.
like that.
There's a lot of pressure
is,
right now
yeah.
too. This is an elimination match, so I'm sure they, they're feeling a little bit of that. Especially like if your lanes aren't going well, you try really hard not to tilt. So Dota is definitely a mental mind game too, and
It is.
well, they're improving. They're just they're not at the same level. You have to remember too, Quincy crew has been the best NA team for a while now since regionals got started. So it's tough. SVG though gets spotted out.
Needs the Spirit.
The team is on his way. There it is. He just charges after Michael, gives him a couple mighty hits. He gets the kill. And over on the back lines, the Yule Scepter over onto Pakaz. They're looking for the open. They've got the nullifiers. They hold him in place. They get a couple bashes off though, and they'll be able to go take down Quinn. So Quinn's down for 80-something seconds. They'll end up losing Excel. The BKB is being used over here by Faker. The turnaround, they just don't manage to get enough damage off onto Pakaz, but they'll be able to go take down Michael. And we got those wall steals walled up, and but the kill on Faker. So they lost Quinn. Quinn does have buyback, but they've lost so much more on the side of Infamous. Lapita forced to run away. It was a good wall, but it just not enough damage. And they call GG.
GG.
That's the end of Infamous here for ESL One Thailand.
Yeah. It was a good try. Their draft was kind of interesting, but I don't think it was excellent. And once again, like we see in most Shadow Fiend games, it's just that's always the crux of the limitation.